In today's video, I'm going to share 9 toxic behaviors which we might be familiar with, which might be new to us. So, what are those 9 toxic behaviors? Let us find out. So, this is the first category, which is the silent punisher, or the person who gives a lot of silent treatment to us. Now, what they do, they withdraw from any communication in which we might be having some sort of disagreement, or in which we might have found out that they were at wrong, right? Or they were at fault. But due to this, or whatever the reason might be, because of the disagreement, they are now withdrawing from any kind of communication with us. So they are not communicating with us. And when they are not communicating with us, it is leaving a psychological impact on us. What is that psychological impact? It leaves us with anxiety. It might be major anxiety, it might be minor anxiety. Situation may vary person to person, but most often we have observed that we suffer from anxiety because of silent treatment. It is on that person who is getting the silent treatment. So in this situation, let us assume that I am facing the silent treatment. So I will be having some sort of anxiety due to this, and it is also going to create an emotional distance between me and that abuser. Now the second category is the guilt architect. It means the person who is very much expert in putting us into some sort of a emotional guilt trap, right? So in this situation, what happens? As I said, it can be anything. It might be some sort of disagreement. You might have made them feel wrong, and because they were wrong actually, and you just prove that you are wrong in this situation, whatever the situation might be. Now, what they do, if they are not having any kind of defense, so they use emotions as their defense. So they are going to portray themselves as a victim, in which they will say, okay, I did this and that, and now you are treating me this way, that way, right? So what are they trying to do? What kind of psychological impact will we suffer because of this guilt trap? We will feel responsible for their misery. We will feel responsible for their tears. We will feel responsible for their unhappiness, right? So this is the sort of psychological impact they leave upon us when they constantly put us into any sort of guilt trap, and that is why these people are called as guilt architects. The third one is the reality tester. It means it's sort of a gaslighting behavior only, or you can call it a cool name for gaslighting. Right? So, what do they do in this situation? If the reality is not favoring them, they will alter the reality, they will twist the reality so that it can favor them, whatever ulterior motive they might be having. They want that motive to be on superior side, right? So they are going to twist or divert the reality for their own betterment. So what will it do upon us, or what kind of psychological impact will it leave upon us? We will feel that it is true. I might be having some sort of brain fog, I might be having some sort of confusion in my mind. So I have created a lot of self-doubt upon myself. So now, because of this, I want to trust that individual, trust that abuser completely, and whatever they will say, I will accept it as the ultimate truth. Now I'm going to share two toxic behaviors altogether. Why? Like, I want to join these two behaviors. Now what are these two behaviors? The fourth one is the validation addict, and the fifth one is the emotional drainer. First, let me differentiate between the both. The validation addict means the person who is constantly asking for any sort of revalidation or any sort of validation for whatever decision they have made in their life, so that if it goes wrong, they can make us responsible for it, right? And the fifth one, the emotional drainer, whatever conversation we might be having with that person, we know they are going to drain each and every ounce of emotion we might have left within us. In both the situations, we feel completely exhausted. We are always out of emotions, and whatever new situation we might be facing, we are not able to enjoy or express the emotion the way we should be able to. Why? Because these two kind of toxic behaviors has completely taken out every single emotion out of us for that particular day. So it's very mentally or emotionally tiring for us. Now the sixth point is the responsibility dodger. They are going to run away from any accountability, from any responsibility. Whatever wrong they have done, they are never going to accept the wrong. They are never going to mend the wrongs they have done. So they will always escape. And because of this, the sort of psychological impact it leaves upon us, we do not come to any sort of conclusion. So I'm always lost, like where we are. Whatever argument we had last time, there is no end of it. So now we are jumping to the new argument. But what happened to that first argument? What happened to that? there is no end to it. So like this, every single new situation, whatever might be unfavorable to them, they're going to completely, dodge any kind of responsibility. So they avoid that, and we are always at blank. It creates sort of a situation of brain fog in us, specifically in this situation, like where we are right. What is the meaning of this word micromanager? Or if I just ask what is the meaning of the word micromanage, it means taking control of each and every small decision that we can take on our own selves or for our own selves, but they do it on our behalf. Initially, suppose it's a relationship and my partner is micromanaging me. Initially, I might feel that okay, she's taking so much care of me, right? But after some time, she's going to completely take over my independence. So psychologically, I am completely dependent on my partner now, and I cannot make any decision for myself, no matter how small or big they might be. So the toxic behavior of the control micromanager, it snatches away any kind of independence we might have for our own selves, and they want to calculate or control each and every step or each and every decision of our life. Now this is a type of a toxic behavior which is not, like, technically I will say accepted by many as a toxic behavior, but once we understand this, we feel that yes, true, we go through that situation also. Like what happens in this, that can be anybody. So what they do, they create some sort of situation and they create that sense of competition with us. They can be our family, our partner, our children, our friends, colleagues, no matter who they are. They might be close to us, but they do some sort of competition with us, which is called as quiet competition. That is why they are the quiet competitors. They're never going to reveal in public that they are having some sort of competition with us. And if they lose in that competition, they're going to just create a drama that I have so many resources in my life, that is why I have so many advantages. They do not have anything. So what are they trying to do? They're trying to put me in some sort of a guilt trap so that I feel accountable for their failures. So again, this is a toxic behavior. Now the last category of this video, chaos catalyst. These are those individuals who love or thrive on the sense of chaos. They just want to see you having lot of miseries in your life. They can never be happy as long as you are happy. They get thrill out of it. They get some sort of high sensation out of it. They get some sort of, I will say, like happiness out of it, right? So they want us to be always suffering in any part of our life. It can be anything, financially, spiritually, emotionally, physically, anywhere, right? They just want us to be in that chaotic situation. And because of this, now we know whenever this person enters in our life, there is some sort of a chaos in that situation. And because of this, we feel intimidated by that person. We feel threatened by that person. And in the end, we are not able to express ourselves the way we should be whenever they are around, right? So these are the 9 toxic behaviors which I shared in today's video. There are many more behaviors which I have thought of sharing in the upcoming videos also. If you think I have missed any point or any explanation of any point, do let me know in the comment section. I will try to make a short video for that. Also, if you have any new recommendation for such topics, do let me know that also. I will see you soon. Till then, take care. Bye bye.